talk for a little bit about this question. What is the church? Because I think this situation that we're in right now makes us think, what am I missing? As a church, we're still streaming our services. We're still engaging in groups through things like Zoom. We're still able to talk to one another, but it just doesn't feel the same, does it? You see, we are meant to live together, growing in community with one another. That's how God created us. He created us for community. Being part of a church community helps keep us from growing stagnant, like a lake that doesn't get any new water coming in and just kind of grows moldy and nasty. That's how we become when we're not in community with one another. God created us for so much more. When we're a part of a close-knit community, it helps us to grow in ways that we wouldn't grow on our own. I know personally in my life, when I separated myself from community and I didn't meet regularly, I didn't have a relationship regularly with people a part of a Christian community, that's when I struggled the most. And that's because this is exactly what God has created us for. Gatherings and groups are meant to be a starting point for Christian community. And real life change happens in the context of relationships. When we can engage with one another, see what's going on with one another's life, be a part of everyday conversations, that's when life change really happens. And so what are we missing as Sound Life students? We are missing out on that face-to-face interaction, and while we're trying our best to do that, I hope that you feel like a little bit is missing. I hope you are longing for that time when we gather together as one large group and worship together. I hope that you're missing out on a little bit of that feeling of being together and experiencing the presence of God, experiencing worship with one another, experiencing hearing from the Bible, and getting to talk to one another face to face, because there is nothing like it. And when we begin to gather once again, I hope that we'll remember this time and that we won't take it for granted. We won't take it for granted that we get to meet face to face, because that's what God has created us for, created for community.